Hello there, I'm Forge Tech, and this is the New World closed beta. And this is just my first thoughts after playing about an hour of it. Now, normally in the bottom left there is a chat box, but I have disabled it for this video simply because I have no clue what people will say while I'm recording. So, of course, you can see you've got your bio, titles. This the company is kind of like your guild. Your attributes affect in different weapons. You get at certain points different bonuses for having high strength or dexterity or con. As you can see, each different weapon generally has 1 to 2 attributes. For instance, sword and shield is strength and dexterity, whereas the musket is dexterity and intelligence. Which does give you a bonus. For instance, say rapiers are dexterity intelligence, muskets are, so they kind of go well together. Whereas great axe is strength, sword and shield is strength dexterity. Now, doesn't mean you have to use that. You can pick whatever you want. As you see, there's actually quite a large selection of different weapons and life staff and all this sort of different stuff. Now, it has a nice selection of it. I've also noticed that each one of these has 2 separate paths that you can get different skills from. Now, it doesn't seem to stop me from getting from multiple lines. That should give us a good bit of different focuses on character builds. As you can see, you've got the one-handed weapons that are kind of speed, and you've got the two-handed weapons which have different, more heavier impacts. As you can see, it gives you a pretty good bit of information on each weapon. And you've got your magical equipment. This is the part, though, that interested me. I'm a big crafter. I'm a big person who likes building stuff and getting wrapped up in all of it. And as you can see, there's a big selection of crafting. And as far as I can tell, there's nothing stopping you from basically doing them all. Not like in some games where you have to choose a refining skill and a crafting skill. Nope, you could just pick it all. Might take a while, but you can do it. I can see here, equipment loadout's pretty self-explanatory. It breaks down the different pieces of items you get right here very quickly. You know, stone cutting, woodworking, leatherworking, fishing. To equip the different tools, you just put them down here in your slot, and it just uses them when you walk up to something. Over here, you got the different types of ammo that you're using. Food, which is basically your healing stuff, as you can see. Recover 40 health per second for 20 seconds. But it also helps you recover 1% of your health every 2.5 seconds for 20 minutes, which is nice. And of course, this one here doesn't give you that bonus. You've got your different equipment. Yes, you do change your appearance based off of what you're carrying. I'm on one of the, I guess it's still the tutorial missions, or early game. As you see, there is no walk-on. If I want to fight this guy, I literally just have to. And that's it. You get experience for using the weapon. I pressed 1 there. See, if you look here, when I hit level 5, I'll be able to equip 2 separate weapons and swap between 1 and 2. Skills are pretty easy to use. I just press the button. I'm not worried about getting hit too much. These guys don't do that much damage. I heal slowly when I'm using my food. I managed to get food from hunting down a boar earlier. As you can see, I have to hit 3. I heal, and it gives me that regeneration. Now up here, here's your little go this way quest marker. Now I can fight these guys, or I can just ignore them. Now, as I get more points, I level up. I get new skills. Now, I'm going to try putting one in each. Can I commit to this? Ah, I can't commit till my abilities cools off. That's nice. Means I can't be too quick. Here, 1 minute. Well, I'm going to take the whirl, see if I can get both. Okay, so you can go from either or of these. That's nice, because the one I just picked is an area of effect attack, whereas the other one is a direct kind of dash. Looks like they have individual cooldowns. There is stamina for blocking. If you run out of stamina, you can't block anymore. As you can see, I just walk around. There's bushes. I can collect it, get wood, bait. There's different plants. I can walk up to trees, cut them down. This is too hard of a tree for me to cut. Oh, there's the boar. And now, I'm not going to cut down the tree, but as you can see, I just hit E. Going up against animals is pretty simple. You just... And once you've killed them, you use your skinning knife to just collect materials. Pretty simple, nothing too complex at this point at least. You do, of course, have to have better tools to get better stuff. As you see, I got raw pork, which will let me cook more rations, which is always nice since that's basically your primary heal as a normal player, or at least at this time. There is magical skills that can get. Alright, so let's do the quest. The quests are pretty straightforward. As you can see, I got the landmark charted. It shows you pretty quickly right there, level 4, down sailor. Basic power attack. Walking this way to get my next, I have to get the ship's flag from the stern. Now, normally I'd block, but as you can see down on my life bar, it's slowly refilling because I've got the 17 minutes of healing left over from eating that food. Okay, so here's a pirate with a shield. As you can see, it blocks the attacks and drains a little of my stamina. Unfortunately, though, he can do the same. He has his own stamina bar. Now, luckily, these guys aren't that tough, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm guessing later on I will have to. The lag doesn't seem that bad, especially for an early MMO. That's really nice. There's a lot of nice features that I've seen in the game so far. It looks like basically anything that you can pick up glows or has a little dot on it. Okay, so let's see here. We got to get, I assume that's the flag, but I see, maybe this is it. Nope, that is just a supply stockpile. Basically, it's a treasure drop. See, I got a life staff, a leather hat, great axe. Let me equip that leather hat. As you can see, the respawn time is actually quite quick. And loot, I just simply take it. I got 5 iron cartridges. Tells me how many I picked up and how many I now have. Oh, there's a quartermaster over there. I see it. I had to grapple the side of it. If you press W and space at the same time, it'll let you jump up on these. Pretty much all the basics of the game are very easy to pick up. I like that. It gives me more time to really focus on the game, which is very pretty. It definitely does feel like a giant magical island. Let's go see who this guy is over here. Now I am hoping to go later on and get the musket. I prefer range to close combat in these sorts of games. Also, as you see here, it's quite a large different little areas. I mean, I've been walking around this area and I think I've traveled this entire time between here and here in an hour's time. So, looks like the map would be pretty darn big. I've also got the journal, main stories, of course. One thing I did like about this is when I did find different pieces of information, it actually seems to store it directly into my little journal here, which is nice because often you get so wrapped up in clearing an area that you don't have time to go through all that. Also, you can see there's no walls or anything stopping me from running across this. Actually, there's fall damage, so I'm not going to try that, but... Here, man, can I just run in the water, or is it going to stop me? Oh, okay, so it will... Can't swim, but I can drown. Must be something about being immortal. That's going to become... Only downside is my area of effect attack is R, which I've been playing another game that's draw a weapon. It's X in this game. You put it away, pull it out. Actually quite easy to kind of learn how to do this with fluid action. Oh, of course, I forgot the other flag. Always fun when you're exploring a new game and you realize I've left the mission zone because I got curious. And as you can see, there's other players running around. Oh, guy with a big giant hammer. Wow, that thing gets hard. It looks like only I can see those loot bags. That's nice. Looks like only you can actually grab your own loot bags. Now, don't quote me on that since I have not found out one way or another yet, but from what I'm seeing, you can't. Alright, then I go and talk to the main... Oh, you know what? We're going to find out if I can take fall damage. Yes, we can! Alright, see, look, if we look in this bag, it says... Oh, look, I got a bow. Wait, is that a bow? Of course, I should probably not check equipment right in the middle of a zone. And of course, I'm normally used to using two-handed weapons or ranged weapons, so I'm not great at blocking in this game yet. I'm just kind of powering through. Like I said, they don't hit that hard, so I'm not too worried. Of course, flint. I can grab some of this. Kind of wondering if there was something hidden in here, but it looks like it just empty. Or maybe I just didn't find the treasure chest and someone else did. Now, it does not give me like any kind of information on plants from a distance, but when I get in close, it will. Yes, ma'am. Give me 1 minute and I can. You can also do a roll dodge by hitting shift.
There we go. Thank you.
From what I've seen so far, all of the lines appear to be voice acted. You generally get XP, coins, and an item.
But it helps
Well, I guess it would be depending on the quest, but
world.
level 5 now.
Oh, there's definitely still remnants of corruption about.
I'm going to leave the conversation for a second. As I said before,
Not good.
I got a flat bow and a treated wood bow. And as you see, they got little gear rate scores, which tells me how much damage they do and everything else. Now I've got a bow. It's nice. It shows both items. Go for the bow. That's pretty fluid, actually. And finally, before I run, let's show you the crafting systems, which is not that hard to do. You can make different amounts. You can type it out, or you can just slide it plus minus. As of right now, I don't have too many things that I have learned. I've got the wooden longsword, flint arrows. These are all things that you start off with. For instance, I got energizing rations now, apparently, which increases mana regen rate. Oh, that's nice. Which completely different than light rations, which I wonder if I can have both running at the same time. Then we're gonna find out. As you can see, as I'm doing different things, it's increasing my cooking. Alright, let's equip the... Oh, wrong button. Alright, let's equip... No, we're equipped right here. As you can see, I get more food slots as I level up, 15 and 25. Amulet slots, bags. So I'm guessing that means I'll have more inventory. Alright, so we'll find out. Can I run both of these buffs? Okay, so I can have both a food buff. And that is just my first impression of this game. I'm really enjoying it from everything I've seen. The quests are done very well. The locations look very nice. It has its own complete and total style. I've tried to stay away from too much of the story elements just so I won't ruin it for anyone. But yeah, I mean, it's a great looking game. It runs smoothly. It's probably one of the smoothest MMOs that I've seen in a long time for running early on. And with that, if you enjoy this, hit the like button, and I hope it helps.